Hello guys. So in this session we are going to learn how to collect HTTP metrics from Java app, OpenTelemetry and Prometheus. So let's start. So first of all, before we start, we need to ensure that the following install on your system. Okay. So first of all, we need AWS account with Ubuntu instance. So as you can see here, I have successfully launched my instance and successfully connected to my terminal. You can see Ubuntu 24.04 EC2 instance. Okay. Then the next prerequisite is we need OpenJDK, Maven, Docker, and Prometheus install. If you don't have this, then we are going to install in this session. Okay, so let's follow this session. Okay, so let's start to collect HTTP metrics for Java app, OpenTelemetry, and Prometheus. Okay, so first of all, the first step is let's set up Ubuntu instance. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully launched and connected to terminal. So let's update the system packages first. So the command is sudo apt update. So it's updating our system package, right? It's done. Then the next step is let's install default JDK for Java. So it prerequisite first of all we need to install JDK, Maven, Docker, and Prometheus. Okay. So let's install the first prerequisite that is OpenJDK. Okay. So let's install OpenJDK. So how to install? So the command is sudo apt install -y default -jdk. So as you can see, it's installing OpenJDK on our Ubuntu system. It takes few seconds to install. Yeah, it's done almost. Okay, it's done. So let's clear the screen. And if you want to check the version of your JDK, then you can run the command java hyphen version. So you can see OpenJDK 21.0.18, the runtime environment, and so on the details of about your OpenJDK. Okay. So it's done. So we have successfully installed OpenJDK also, right? Now the next step is the next prerequisite is Maven. So let's install Maven using the command sudo apt install -y Maven. So as you can see, it's also done. And if you want to check the details of about your Maven, so the command is mvn version. So you can see the details about Maven, Apache Maven version, the location, the Java version, that means OpenJDK, right? And the default location, platform, and so on the details. And the operating system name is Linux, and the version, and so on the details. Okay, that's it. Okay, it's done. Now the next prerequisite is Docker. We need to install Docker, right? Okay. So let's install Docker using the command sudo apt install -y docker.io. Okay. So it's done. So as you know, we have successfully installed three prerequisites: OpenJDK, Maven, and Docker. Okay. So after installing Docker, let's start our Docker. Let's enable. Okay. It's done. So we have successfully installed Docker, right? Okay, now the last and the last prerequisite is Prometheus. We need to install Prometheus, so let's install. So as you can see, pull the Prometheus Docker image using this. So let's run this command. So as you can see, it's pulling the image. It's done. Okay, it's done. So we have successfully installed the prerequisites. Okay, now let's go to the next step. Now the next step is let's create the Maven roll dice application to collect HTTP metrics. Okay, so let's run the following command to create a new Maven project. So let's run this command to create new Maven project. And the project name is, you can see the here the artifact ID. The project name is roll dice. Right? Okay, so let's run this command and let's create a project. It's done. Now let me clear screen first. And if I run the ls command, as you can see, our project folder. So let's inside the roll dice. And if I run the ls command, there is a files, one file pom.xml and one folder that src. Okay. Then now let's edit the pom.xml using the nano editor. And first of all here, you can see, so I'm going to replace this pom.xml with my file. So I'm going to remove this first. Yes, let's replace with my file. So this is my pom.xml code. Okay. So let's save the file and exit. Okay. Then next is, okay. So in this, we have included the following dependencies for OpenTelemetry and Prometheus also. Okay. Okay. Now the next step is let's collect the HTTP metrics for Java app using OpenTelemetry. Okay. So first of all, we need to navigate to this particular location where first of all we go to this src folder, then main folder, then Java, then com, and then example. So let's inside this particular location. And here, let's open the app.java file. So let me clear screen first. And now if I run the ls command, there is a one file with the name app.java file. So let's edit using nano editor. And first of all, let's remove this code. And let's replace this with my code. Okay. So as you know the files, right? Details. Okay. So let's save the file and exit. Okay. Then after that, the next step is let's configure the Prometheus for Java application. So how to configure? So first of all, let's navigate back to the root directory. So let's run this command to go to the root directory. Which is our root directory, that roll dice. So let's go to the roll dice. You can see now we are in roll dice. Okay. Okay. Now here, let's create a Prometheus configuration file using Nano Editor. And in this file, let's add this for Prometheus. Okay. And here you need to enter your instance. So my instance IP is here. Let's save the file and exit. Okay. But in the ls command, as you can see, there is a prometheus.yaml file that we have just created. Okay. Now the next step is let's build and run the application. So how? So first of all, build the application using following command. So let's run this command mvn clean install. As you can see, build succeed, total time and 10 seconds and something. Okay. Then next is let's run the application using following command. Let's run. Okay, now it's in running this Spring Boot application. You can see the running on this 8080 port number. That means you can see open your browser and access the application and Prometheus metrics. Okay, so let's run this command. Open your copy your instance IP, hit run browser, and the port number is 8080. And after that, you need to enter roll dice. You can see roll dice 1, roll dice, sorry, dice roll 6, dice roll 4, dice roll 1, 2, and you can see your height. Okay. Then after that, you if you want to that's to roll dice. Okay, get the result. Okay, after that, if you want to check the matrix endpoint, okay, then you need to enter the instance IP 8080 port number and the matrix. You can see the matrix, right? Okay, okay. Now the next step is let's start the Prometheus. So let's open the duplicate tab. Give this tab, open your new duplicate tab, and let's inside this let's inside this roll dice, and here you need to run this command for Prometheus. Run the Prometheus container using the following command. Okay, now let's access the Prometheus. How to access? Open your copy your instance IP, hit on browser, and the port number of Prometheus is 9090. As you can see, that's the Prometheus dashboard you can see. And if you go to the status, go to the target health, you can see the matrix of these. Job is roll dice, instance IP and port number of this matrix you can see. And the last scrap and the state is up. If you want to go to this, then you can click on here and you can go to this matrix. And here the roll dice. And here the matrix. And that's the Prometheus. Right. So that's it. You can see the Prometheus is correctly scraping metrics from the Java application, right? So that's it. It's done. Okay. So in this session, we have learned how to collect HTTP metrics from Java app, OpenTelemetry, and Prometheus. So that's it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you understand.